All right, ladies and gents, back at y'all with another solo joint. Let me plug the joint. She reveals the first second rule of female attraction. Again, she reveals the first second rule of female attraction. Let me say this real quick, right? What guys need to understand, and what I've been preaching probably within the last, couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, heavy, is that attraction is instant. Okay, listen to what I'm telling you. Attraction is instant. When you meet women face to face for the first time, attraction is either there or it's not the first time y'all meet. The first time. Now, depending on how long the interaction is, if it's real short, there's a good chance that nothing could have been revealed. If you're talking about, like, a real quick example is this. Hold on, give me a second. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you're on your way, and I've had something similar like this happen. Not exactly how I'm going to explain it, but something similar. Let's say you're on your way inside of a grocery store, like you're on your way in, and at the door, there's a young lady pushing her basket out like she headed into the car, right? Well, more than likely, she got perishable items in the joint. She headed to the car. So you don't really have time to be stopping her and having some long ass fucking conversation, right? So it has to be super brief, where you literally just let her know, and you trying to make it happen at a later date and time, and for her to take your number if she's interested in that. So you're talking about what, 30, 45 seconds, maybe a minute at the most. And in that time, now if you got some game to you, you're going to be able to read mannerisms and body language a little quicker than the average guy. But still, even in that short time frame, it's not a lot you can make happen. So that's a situation where if you wanted to set up a date, then the date would be where you go in at. Now, me personally, in that scenario, I'm having a woman call me, right? Right, just like you should be doing. And I'm going in on the phone. On the phone, fuck the date. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to set up a date in most cases, right? Now, 99% of the time, I ain't even trying to set up no date, right? It's rare that I do, right? But my point is, I'm going in on the phone, right? And either, what I'm saying, she can come holler at me or not, right? She reveals the first second rule of female attraction, right? And again, it's instant, right? Assuming that there's enough time to converse, which I would say 2 or 3 minutes. If you can converse for 2 or 3 minutes, that's enough time to flirt. That's enough time. That's more than enough time. The problem with a lot of you guys, y'all spend so much time being indirect and being very passive with how you're speaking to the woman, you can't fathom getting your shit off in 2 or 3 minutes and hitting the mark and getting it done, right? You can't fathom that. So there's 2 videos I want to show you guys. Now, the second video is the video that spurned the idea for this title. Again, she reveals the first second rule of female attraction. The second video, right? Now, the first video is in stark contrast, right? And basically, it's a young lady. She's talking shit about one of the guys that she's dealing with. And let me just say this real quick. When women are not sexually attracted to you, but yet they're dealing with you, they feel some kind of way about you. And she reveals exactly how she feels about this young man. And here's the thing, and this is a mistake that guys make. Guys think that disrespect from women is loud and blatant and in your face. No, 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 no. When you're fucking with a woman who ain't really feeling you, a lot of the times the disrespect is subtle. Now, it's obvious to a motherfucker that got standards and who actually love himself. But to a guy who ain't got no standards or boundaries, and to a man who don't love himself, or a male who don't love himself, the woman's disrespect isn't noticed in many cases. It's very, very subtle to y'all. It's loud to me. Any disrespect from a woman is loud. But understand that women can be very pleasant and still be very disrespectful within being pleasant. Understand that, right? So real quick, before I get to the videos, again, she reveals the first second rule of female attraction, which all it means is this. Women often decide within the first moments of meeting a man whether he's sexually viable. The rest of the interaction is usually just confirmation of that initial judgment. So what does that mean? And we'll get to these videos. Right? So again, women often decide within the first moments of meeting a man whether he's sexually viable. Now, it's important to note that this is done consciously and subconsciously. This is how you know it's being done consciously, right? This is how you know. Many of you guys who actually talk to women, right? Guys who actually get at women. Throughout the years, you may have noticed something, right? When you approach a woman you've never seen before, she never seen you before, and you introduce yourself, what usually happens? What do you see? You see her look at you up and down. You literally see her eyes scan down to your fucking shoes and back up. And sometimes she might do it twice, right? Visually, you're being assessed. Visually, right? So that's the conscious part of whether or not a woman views you as sexually viable. That's the conscious part of her looking at you, right? Your overall presentation, not just what you came into the world with genetically, your height, your stature, your face, all of that, but how you're dressed, your ensemble. Are you a well put together man? Do you know how to dress, nigga? Is your grooming on point? All of that in milliseconds is being assessed. Most of it is subconscious, some of it is conscious, right? Now, the rest of the interaction is usually just confirmation of the initial judgment. What does that mean? All you men need to understand this. I've been preaching this for a long time, but for whatever reason, a lot of guys act like they don't get it. There's a saying, you don't get a chance to make a first impression. When you very first meet women for the first time, that's what is happening. That's your first impression. Within that moment, you're being judged. And there's a perception about you being formed from the woman. So if you approach a woman skittish, scared, indecisive, and indirect, and passive, what do you think she's thinking about, right? What do you think the perception is of you? Think about that. An insecure guy who don't know what he's doing. But when you step to a woman supremely confident and you're flirting out the gate, now what do you think her judgment may be? What do you think her perception may be? Now, none of this guarantees that sex is going to happen. But here's the deal, though. For all you guys who claim that you want to engage in casual sex encounters, why aren't you stepping to women with that energy now? So that way, any perception being formed about you is based on that, based on the fact that you're flirting right away, that you're coming with that playful and sexual energy. Why not have a woman judge you on that if you want to have casual sex? See, that's the difference between guys who can't get it in and guys who do get it in. We understand this, right? Now, let's go ahead and get to these videos. Again, what are we talking about? She reveals the second rule of female attraction. Attraction is instant. Let's get it. All right, let me grab So I'm going to play the first video, right? I'm going to provide my commentary. And again, we're going to get to the second video, which is the video that actually spurned the idea for the title of this joint. Let's get it.
This is why being nice gets you played. Listen to this shit.
This is how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because my little trick right there, you see him? Yeah. He is so nice to me. He's so nice to me. He be tricking. He likes to take me out. He likes to literally hand me money. All the things I said I wanted. But I don't want him. I don't like him. He annoys me. That's how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because all I keep thinking about is the dude that don't do shit for me. And I miss him.
See? This right here show y'all, man. Men, pay attention, man. Women, they don't care about you leading with money. They gon' with whoever they like. The brokest niggas, they gon' still fuck them. So stop leading with y'all money, man. Tell me what y'all think in the comments if y'all think a lot of women is like this in real life.
See, the problem with him, real quick, is he said, if y'all think a lot of women are like this, bruh, most women do that. Not a lot, not some. Most women deal with men they have no sexual desire for, and they will extract whatever they can from you. Right? And he says something else that I wanted to touch on. Right now, he was right about you guys not leading with your wallet. Right? Women don't respect you guys. Right? Just because women are pleasant and they don't blatantly disrespect you doesn't mean they respect you, right? And a lot of guys, that's where they get it twisted. They think that a woman being disrespectful is always blatant or overt or in your face or disrespectful or loud. No, a woman's disrespect can be very subtle, very quiet, and it can go over your fucking head when you don't have no standards or boundaries. A woman can be smiling in your face and be pleasant as hell, but be disrespectful at the same time. But again, when you ain't got no love for yourself, you ain't got no standards, you ain't got no boundaries, maybe you just don't care about being disrespected. But in many cases, when it's subtle, you're not going to notice. Right? And here's the thing. What did she say? My little trick over there. I don't like him. He give me money. He do this for me. He do that for me. He's super nice to me. And here's another mistake that a lot of you guys are still making. Doing non-sexual things for women and with women, believing that's going to lead to sex is dumb. That's stupid as fuck. This is what guys need to understand. When you deal with women, you're going to touch one or two sides of women. Okay, listen to what I'm telling you. When you deal with women, and this is assuming that women are interested in you, right? But just the interest doesn't mean genuine. It just means interest. Assuming a woman is interested in you, you're going to touch two sides of her. You're either going to touch her sexuality, right? And you're going to know that pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. Or you're going to touch the side of her that all women have, which is the very manipulative, opportunistic, let me see what I can get out this motherfucker that want to fuck me, but I'm not attracted to him. All women have that in them. All women have that in them. Now, you're going to have some women that go out of their way to use and abuse dudes. And you're going to have other women that don't necessarily go out of their way to do it. But if you present them an opportunity for them to benefit from your generosity without having to fuck you, they will take it. That's damn near all women. I need you to understand that, right? And I also need you to understand when women are not attracted to you sexually, they don't think much of you. Look at how she was talking about him. Do you think she talks like that to his face? No. I bet you she's very sweet, very pleasant, very unassuming. But she reveals to you that she has no respect for him. She thinks he's lower than dirt. Right? I need you guys to understand that. And it's not because she's not sexually attracted to him. Right? I need you guys to understand. Just because a woman is not sexually attracted to you doesn't mean she thinks you are low. No. It's the women that are not sexually attracted to you that are dealing with you, and they're looking at you like he is so dumb, he can't even tell I don't like him like that. He is so dumb, he can't even tell I don't respect him. And because you don't love yourself and she knows you don't, you're despicable to her. I need guys to understand that. Right? So let's get to the second video.
I knew before. I tell men this all the time. A woman knows if she's going to ever fuck you. She knows already.
Really?
Of course. A woman knows probably within the first moment of meeting you if she would ever fuck you or not. And the only exception is if later on, as they get to know you, we see something in you that we didn't see before, and then you think, oh, actually, I might fuck this nigga. But that's not as common.
That's very rare. So that's why a lot of men go and spend money on food, drinks, and this, and don't end up fucking because the girls already knew what time it was in the beginning.
Real quick, I want to make a point. He said something towards the end. He said, that's why guys will take women out, get food and drink. And after the first date, the women are smashing because the women already knew before the date that they wanted to have sex. I did a video last week, and I may have said it in a live stream, that women are very deliberate about sex. They know, one, if they want to fuck you, and if they have an opportunity to actually see you and spend time with you, they also know when. And they usually want sex to happen when they see you again, period. Even if you don't know that they want sex to happen when they see you again, they want sex to happen, right? So, and again, I said this, and it's not about, you don't have to take a woman out to eat or anything like that. When you meet a woman for the first time, like let's say you meet her out and about and you exchange contact information and you let her know that you do want her to meet you, wherever you're going to be at, and that you want her to join you. And let's say she's about that, right? And she joins you, a few days or a week from that time you meet, right? The first time she met you, she already knew if there was sexual curiosity and interest there. She already knew that. So usually what happens is when she sees you for the second time, the rest of the interaction is usually just confirmation of that initial judgment. So she had a perception of you when y'all first met. She had a judgment of you when y'all first met. And then when you see each other again, when she feels that same energy that she felt before, and she feels that familiar vibe that she felt when she first met you, she's like, yeah, I'm fucking her. Because you're just confirming her initial attraction for you. That's why sex is happening, right? Now, she said women know pretty much right away, within moments of meeting you, whether or not they'll fuck you. They do know this. Now, and again, there's a difference between sexual attraction. That's the interest, right? That's separate from sexual desire. That's the action. So when you first meet a woman and y'all exchange contact information and you tell her, hey, I'm going to be, at this spot next Friday at 9 p.m. Why don't you come through and join me? And she says, sure. And you have her call you and she meets you. Right? When she sees you again and she feels that familiar feeling like, he's just as sexy, smell just as good, look just as good. Oh yeah, he getting this pussy. The attraction was there the first time. Now that she's seeing you for the second time, and the interaction is providing confirmation of her initial perception, which is your first impression, she's like, oh yeah, he getting this pussy. Understand that. She reveals the second rule of female attraction. Guys, this isn't hard. This is very simple. When a woman is feeling you, when she's sexually attracted to you, there's a certain way she behaves. When a woman does not want your dick, but she's giving you the impression that there's interest there, there's a separate way they behave. A lot of you confuse female attention with female attraction. And the reason you confuse female attention with female attraction is because the only way you guys even give women any attention is because you are attracted to them. So you believe that because you're getting attention from females, that they must be attracted to you. That's not how attraction works. Y'all need to stop looking at attraction in such a remedial way. Women don't view attraction like men do. It's not the same. When men have a subset of rules to the way that they are attracted to women. Women have a completely different subset of rules. Now, some of the shit is similar, but because there are so many different things that a woman can use a man for, women have built-in incentives to deal with men they're not sexually attracted to. Men very rarely have a built-in incentive to deal with women they're not sexually attracted to. Once you understand this, you will understand that you can never look at attraction the same when it comes to women. Understand that. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.